I was so done with productivity hacks. You know the ones, the 5 a.m. clubs, the life-changing apps, the 17-step journaling methods. They all promised this incredible optimized life, but honestly, they just left me feeling more exhausted. I was running on empty, constantly trying to tune up an engine that was fundamentally broken. I was just stuck in this cycle of burnout, chasing some version of success that felt completely hollow. Something had to give. So I decided to stop hacking and start rebuilding. For 30 days, I committed to a serious, holistic routine. This wasn't about being more productive. It was about rebuilding myself from the ground up, mind, body, and spirit. It wasn't about quick fixes. It was about building a foundation that couldn't be shaken. And the results, they were more powerful than I ever imagined. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did and what happened when I stopped fighting my biology and started working with it. This wasn't just another 30-day challenge. Think of it as a complete system overhaul. We're talking non-negotiable morning sunlight, cold showers, clean eating, deep work, and a hard stop on all screens before bed. The goal wasn't just to feel a little better for a week. The real question was, could I fundamentally change my energy, my focus, and what I thought I was capable of? Let's get into it. Day 1 was brutal. My alarm went off at 5:30 a.m. and every single cell in my body just screamed no. The first rule of the new routine was immediate hydration, then getting direct sunlight. Neuroscientists like Andrew Huberman say that 5 to 10 minutes of morning sun is one of the best things you can do to set your body's internal clock. It triggers a healthy release of cortisol to wake you up and basically sets a timer for melatonin production later that night. You're essentially programming a good night's sleep the moment you wake up. So there I was, stumbling into my backyard in the cold, feeling completely ridiculous. While I was out there, I did the second protocol, grounding. This just means walking barefoot on the grass. The theory behind grounding, or earthing, is that direct contact with the planet's surface helps your body absorb free electrons, which some studies suggest can help reduce inflammation and calm your nervous system. On day 1, all I felt was cold, wet grass and a powerful urge to crawl back into bed. Next up was movement, not some grueling workout, but 20-30 minutes of yoga or simple bodyweight exercises. The point is just to get the blood flowing, wake up the body and sharpen your mind for the day. This was followed by the part I was dreading most, a cold shower. The benefits of cold exposure are huge in the biohacking world for boosting mood and focus. The shock of the cold is thought to trigger a significant release of norepinephrine in the brain, a chemical that's key for alertness and attention. On day 1, it just felt like punishment. That first week was a battle. My brain, used to a slow, coffee-soaked start, was in a total fog. I'd sit for my 10-minute meditation, and my mind felt like a browser with 1,000 tabs open. The routine said to journal my intentions for the day, but my only real intention was to survive until bedtime. The cravings for my old life were intense. I missed the mindless scrolling, the sugary breakfast, the beautiful comfort of the snooze button. I was cranky, tired, and pretty sure this whole thing was a terrible idea. This holistic approach felt less like wellness and more like a full-time job I wasn't getting paid for. Around day 8, something started to shift. It wasn't a lightning bolt, it was much quieter than that. I woke up at 5:30 a.m., and while I wouldn't call it easy, it wasn't a fight anymore. That walk outside in the morning sun started to feel less like a chore and more like a moment of peace before the world woke up. The cold showers were still a shock, but the feeling after was undeniable, a clean, sharp energy that caffeine just couldn't touch. I felt alert, clear, and ready. This is when the other pieces of the routine started making sense. I structured my workday into 90-minute deep work blocks, which is just distraction-free, focused time. In between, I'd take short breaks to move or stretch. This simple change prevented that long, draining slog of an unstructured day. My nutrition was clean: lean protein, healthy fats, lots of veggies, and I stopped eating at least 3 hours before bed. This wasn't about being restrictive. It was about giving my body and brain the fuel they needed to perform. I started to realize this routine wasn't just a list of tasks. It was a system where everything worked together. The morning sun and cold shower gave me the energy for the deep work. The clean food prevented the 3 p.m. crash. The short breaks reset my focus. It was all connected. The biggest challenge by far was the digital sunset. An hour before bed, all screens off. No phone, no laptop, no TV. The blue light from our screens is known to suppress melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. In the beginning, that hour felt like an eternity. It was a startling reminder of just how hooked I was on digital noise to wind down. Instead, I started reading an actual book, journaling, or sometimes just sitting in silence. It was weird at first, but it forced me to actually be present with my own thoughts. By the halfway point, I had a major breakthrough. I woke up a few minutes before my alarm, feeling genuinely rested for the first time in years. My thoughts felt sharper, less scattered. That constant, low-level hum of anxiety that had been my background music for so long had finally quieted down. It was proof that something was really working. If any of this is resonating with you, or if you've ever felt stuck in that burnout cycle, hit that subscribe button. I put out new content every week on how to build a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. That final week felt like I had crossed a finish line I didn't even know was there. The routine wasn't a struggle anymore, it was just my life. Waking up early felt good. The morning rituals were anchors that grounded my day. The structure I had built for myself didn't feel like restriction, it felt like freedom. The most profound change was mental and emotional. My focus during work was laser sharp. That brain fog that used to roll in every afternoon was just gone. My mood was consistently stable and positive, which was likely a result of the combined mood-boosting effects of sunlight, exercise, and cold exposure. I felt resilient. The little daily stresses didn't knock me off balance anymore. It was like I had finally built an internal shock absorber. The physical changes were just as obvious. My energy was high all day long, with zero need for that afternoon coffee. My sleep tracker showed a huge jump in deep and REM sleep. I wasn't just sleeping longer, I was sleeping better. And that quality sleep was the foundation for everything else. Sometime in that last week, I realized this whole experiment was never really about productivity. It was about becoming whole. For years, I'd been trying to hack my brain to work harder while totally ignoring what my body and spirit needed. This routine forced me to care for all three. By giving my body what it needed, sleep, sun, real food, and my spirit what it craved, silence and intention. My mind became clearer and more powerful as a natural side effect. So, after 30 days, what's the verdict? I started this journey chronically tired, unfocused, and propped up by caffeine and digital distractions. I felt like I was in a constant fight with my own body. Today, it feels like we're finally on the same team. My energy is steady, my focus is sharp, and I feel a sense of calm that I honestly haven't felt in years. The biggest lesson I learned is this: true sustainable performance isn't a hack. It's a holistic result. You can't optimize your mind if you're abusing your body. You can't find peace if your brain is living in a state of overstimulated chaos. It's all connected. This wasn't about becoming some perfect superhuman machine. It was about returning to a more human way of living, one that honors our biology instead of waging war against it. It was about building a life of discipline, not for the sake of being rigid, but for the sake of freedom. The freedom from burnout, the freedom from anxiety, and the freedom to show up as the best version of myself every single day. I'm not saying this exact routine is perfect for everyone, but I believe the principles are universal. Nurture your mind, challenge your body, and connect with your spirit. The results might just blow you away. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one practice in your life that makes you feel more connected and energized? Or what's the biggest thing you feel is holding you back? Drop a comment below. I promise I read every single one. Thanks for watching.